Welcome to Magic Mondays. I'm Jennifer Farner, a former private banker turned transformational coach, retreat leader, and mom of 3, and your hostess of this podcast. Hello and welcome to Magic Mondays. I'm Jennifer Farner, your hostess with the mostest. First of all, I just wanted to express my gratitude and just say I'm so thankful and incredibly grateful that you are here listening today. So thank you for being here. The fact that you are listening, whether this is your first episode or you've been listening since I launched this podcast last month, your support just means the world to me. So thank you. And happy holidays. Today is Monday, December the 20th, 2021, and it is the week of Christmas. And I'm actually recording this on Monday. I normally record it ahead of time, but with the holidays, just like everything else, sometimes life can get in the way and things can get busy and our best intentions sometimes can go out the window. So here I am recording it on Monday, and I'm glad because I get a chance to tune in to the feeling in the air. It is Christmas, and I feel like the closer that we get to the Christmas holiday, to the holidays in general. So whether you celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, which I know is already passed, Kwanzaa, the solstice, whatever your holiday traditions are, and there are so many this time of year and around the world, there's just a magic that comes with it. And I love to revel in it and soak it up, like a bright light, cozy light blanket that just you wrap around you and just makes you glow. I'm thinking of this Christmas book that my kids have. It's an Olivia the Pig Christmas book. If you're a parent, you've probably seen these books, but she's helping her mom get all decorated for Christmas, and she's trying to untangle the lights, and she ends up getting tangled in the lights. That's kind of what the feeling of the holidays can be. As you try and untangle the lights and you put up the Christmas tree and try and get all the things done in time. You can sometimes get so caught up and tangled in that you can feel stuck, you can feel messy, it can feel overwhelming. In this book, though, her mom sees Olivia frustrated, and she plugs in the lights and she just lights up, and it takes this messy situation and brings some light and joy and laughter to it. And so I think this time of year reminds me of that too. If we just plug in the lights and enjoy the glow that the lights give off and the feeling that you might get when you look at the lights. I love to lay under the Christmas tree and look up, when the tree has got all the lights on it and it's plugged in, laying under the Christmas tree and just looking up at the lights, or walking through my neighborhood and seeing all the homes just lit up so beautifully, feeling the cold air as it makes your cheeks all nice and rosy and your nose kind of numb. And then the feeling when you grab that hot cup of tea or coffee or a hot cup of cider afterwards, and you can feel your fingers start to thaw. And it's just this feeling of warmth and joy and magic. That's what I love about this season. Now, I know sometimes this time of year can be not so joyous for a lot of people. And seeing all the happy messages everywhere can kind of amplify that feeling of unhappiness. It can amplify those feelings of sadness, of grief, of anger, of depression, or whatever other heaviness you might feel around the holidays. And it's okay to feel those. It's okay to take a step back and it's okay to feel that. And it's okay to create new traditions for yourself. As you process some of the heavier feelings, also taking a moment to think, what is it that you would like to create for the holidays? When I first went through my divorce, the holidays changed. And you suddenly don't have your kids every Christmas morning. And so those traditions that you always held have to change. Things have to change and shift. And taking that opportunity to step back and say, well, what does this holiday truly mean to me? And how do I want to feel? And begin to slowly add things into your day that bring more of that feeling you want to feel in. For me, it's joy. I love the joy of Christmas. It's not about the presents. It's not about, the Christmas music or the lights. I love all those things, but it's about the joy, and it's about believing in the magic. Even the traditions around Santa and the elf on the shelf and all of that. It's that magic. It's that belief, that feeling that there is good in the world. That's what I want to bring into my holidays. And so I try and find little ways that I can do that. Whether it's truly savoring my hot cup of tea in the morning, or walking around and looking at the Christmas lights and really just enjoying that. Putting on my favorite Mariah Carey Christmas song and belting it out at the top of my lungs, which I'm sure my neighbors do not appreciate. Baking cookies, whatever that is. It's like, what brings that joy? And choosing to say no to the things that rob you of that joy. This year, for example, in my home, my kids have wanted, to decorate for Christmas. And I love decorating for Christmas. It brings me so much joy, but not when I've got Legos in the carpet that I'm stepping on, and I can't see my floor because there's piles of laundry that I still haven't gotten through. So for me, it was saying, no, it doesn't bring me joy to bring in all this Christmas stuff and make a bigger mess while there's a mess here. So let's work on this together to pick up the Legos, to reset the house. That brings me joy, gives me a sense of peace. And then we've brought in some Christmas decorations slowly, but we haven't done up like we normally do because it didn't feel joyful. And it's okay if the things that you may have done in the past that may have brought you joy don't feel like they bring you joy this year. That's okay. Just because something has been a tradition or something you've done every year doesn't mean it's something that you have to do. Sometimes traditions run their course, and that's okay. It's about love, and it's about the returning of the light. And I think that is what Christmas, to me, the Christmas season, this time of year, really is about. It's about celebrating the light returning, whatever your religious or holiday traditions are, whether it's whatever that light looks like, whatever that light is for you. It's that returning of the light and remembering the light in this world, that there is light, there is love, and being able to spread that. For me, the holidays has always been one of my favorite times of year to work. I love working on Christmas Eve. When I was in high school, one of my first real jobs, was working at JCPenney's. And I loved coming in on Christmas Eve. I always volunteered to work because I loved being able to spread some of that light and that joy and even share a smile with someone who may have needed it. To me, that brings me joy. And there's a couple quotes that I want to read. Christmas, my child, is love in action. Every time we love, every time we give, it's Christmas. Christmas is not a time nor a season, but a state of mind, to cherish peace and goodwill, to be plenteous in mercy, is to have the real spirit of Christmas. And I truly believe that. When we can take ourselves to the space of, into the spirit of Christmas, the spirit of joy, the spirit of love, the spirit of peace. From that place, Christmas becomes so, so magical. So as you go about your week and get closer to the holidays, however those holidays look for you, whether they are happy or sad, chaotic and crazy, or peaceful and calm, I want to wish you a very wonderful holiday season. I'm sending you so much love, light. So embrace the magic. It's in and around you. You just have to choose to see it. Until next time.